Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. I hope you're all well. Dr. Likawarma from Ireland. This is my third video on the guidance of MSRA exam or GP training exam in UK. As I mentioned earlier, this is a unique opportunity and a big opportunity for international medical graduates, especially from Ireland, from Pakistan, who want to apply for a training post, and there are thousands of training posts, and the last date is 21st of November. It's already open from 24th of October to 21st of November. So you have 2 weeks left. That's the only thing you need to do. The most critical and the most careful thing in this all application is a Crest form. So this video is about Crest form. So what is Crest form? I'll go to the website directly and I'll show you how you can access that form, and all the guideline is written and very important to read out carefully, because any mistake, any error in filling that form might lead to rejection. This is the first stage that you're applying for it, and you need to upload that form. And if it is rejected for any reason, then your application will be delayed or application will be rejected altogether, and you will not be getting any exam date, which is MSRA exam. The first step to apply for a training. Let's see what Crest form is and how you can access it. Basically, it is a certificate of readiness to enter specialist training in UK ST1 and CT1 level. This is different Crest forms, but this is for ST1. So if you open the ODL account, as I mentioned earlier, so if you open the ODL account, in my previous video, if you haven't watched, I will recommend you go and watch. And I mentioned that on the left side, there is a dashboard there. You can see that, and the resource bank. If you click the resource bank, then you see a lot of resources, and one of it is the Crest form. And you can also Google it as well. You will find it, but I will prefer to go from here. So if you click that, you will find directly on the site workforce training and education and certificate of readiness. It's very important to read all the information clearly and again, and then watch videos and then find out any clarification. This is a disclaimer that I have filled this form a couple of times from 2021, the old form, which was a bit bigger than, larger than this one. This is a bit summarized form. It has only 3 sections, and the previous one was a 4 section. So the new form is 2024. That is only acceptable. The previous one, they are obsolete now. So you can always download form from here. So if you see, clearly see there, if you come down, the Crest form 2024. So Crest form is there. If you click that, check Crest checklist, Crest reference version, and Dean Sport declaration. So every section need to be read carefully. I'll make a video very summarized, and I'll show you how it looks like, and I will show you that last year I filled that form, and how the filled form looks like. Anybody international medical graduate who has completed their house job and an year after that, 24 hours, they haven't done UK foundation program, and they need to demonstrate the competencies that their intern or UK foundation program training that demonstrate. So they need to demonstrate through this form clearly to apply for a training. So this form is all about. So if you fill that section, open that section Crest form, you will see on the right hand side you can download a form there. It's easy to download it. I'll come on to that later on. Instructions, very important to read it. Who can fill the form? Number 1, consultant or equivalent. So GPs, GP consultants, clinical directors, medical superintendents, academic professors, and locum consultant who had specialist registration, either CCT or CSER, who are on the specialist register. Number 2, consultants. Now you see the categories of consultant. Now look at the second eligibility that consultants hold to fill that form. So To sign, you need to be continuously working, very important words, in the period of 3 months whole time equivalent within last 3.5 years prior to advertised post start date for which you are applying. So very important to understand that the consultant, whichever is in the category comes, you should be working under the supervision of the consultant continuously full time 3 months in the last 3.5 years, and the consultant should not be your relative. Okay. So if you are signatory, so if the consultant is holding a GMC registration, so you'll be writing that their number, and I'll show you when I will open the filled form. And if your signatory is not a GMC registered doctor, then they need to provide the evidence of current active registration, specialist registration they're holding in the relevant medical council or regulatory body. They need to show the active where they have paid subscription or something, receipt or certificate, basically they need to attach with that, and I'll show you. I have attached with my application later on. So this is all about if you have completed this, if you have started but not certificate completed UK. This is does not relate to our international medical graduates. So they have mentioned that you need to complete every section very carefully and it will be rejected. You need to check the checklist and everything. So now come on to the checklist. So this is a form that you can download, and I'll go back and see the checklist section. So checklist section, very careful to read one by one. So you need to make sure that you haven't started any UK Foundation training program, because this form is specifically for international medical graduates who have not started, who have not worked in UK and who have not started a foundation program or internship program in UK. This is for them. You need to make sure, first criteria. So I have completed application form, declarations and Crest Form, including listing details post. So that I mentioned to you that the post in the previous video, 12 months internship and 12 months post internship. So my signatory is a consultant or equivalent. This is, I have mentioned to in the beginning, that medical superintendent, GP consultant or specialist register holding consultant. So and very important, the 3 months whole time equivalent within last 3.5 years before the start of the date, advertised date. So so I can confirm, so confirmation that you have completely seen this and you haven't missed any information. Signatory checklist, very important to understand. Personally witness that you have worked under direct supervision of that person. So this is declaration for them as well. So my signatory has completed the declaration, the page 4. So this is on the form. I'll go directly on the form now before going into any further detail. Let's go back. So if you go through it, you will understand easily. Now open that one, third one, reference version. Instruction for applicants, same instruction that I have read in the beginning of that checklist and everything. I think the same repetition of information. Let's come to the form now. So here you on the right side, you can download the form. (2024). Make sure you open the right one. 2024, because the rest will be not considered. I just want to make it bigger. So it is very straightforward to understand that, like that. Okay, so very straightforward to understand that Crest Form has complete information. Very carefully they have highlighted on the Crest Form with the bold marking First section is application name, so it's very straightforward. The important thing is that in this information it has a 3-section declaration. You will assign 3 sections. These sections basically they want to get confirmation that you have demonstrated all the skills, knowledge, etc. their UK Foundation program trainee has demonstrated. So this is what it is all about. So in all these 3 sections, you need to make sure the consultant that you are selecting in the last 3.5 years, where you have worked consecutive 3 months, they have personally witnessed you. So you need to click in personally witnessed category. There are 3 categories: evidence received, unable. If someone has not personally witnessed and someone else has witnessed, apart from your supervisor need to collect an evidence and need to attach with that. So going into that complication, it's better to select supervisor that has personally witnessed every competency that you are feeling here. Section 1, an accountable, capable, compensate doctor. So different components of the section 1 and section 2 is a valuable member of the healthcare force, which includes sharing vision, fitness of practice, upholding values. So all this he needs to select. He needs to put a tick box in personally witness if he has supervised you, if he or she has supervised you directly. So third is professional, responsible for their own practice and portfolio development. So that is, so once you complete all these 3 sections, then this is a declaration, a reminder. So they ask you categorically each and everything, that your consultant supervisor's name, status, date of supervision. Make sure that you read everything carefully and write everything carefully and rightly. Any false information or error will lead you to some complication. So if UK GMC number is there, is fine. If not there, then you need to provide an evidence of their registration with the relevant, and if English translation is there, you need to provide. So everything is mentioned here. It's very easy and straightforward. So here, one thing that might confuse your supervisor, I can confirm that I have viewed the official foundation program website. If you click that website, you will find out it is for 2 years and they have a competencies that you need to fill. So you're basically also applying after 2 years of your graduation. So and you have completed all the competencies. So I'm sure that they will accept your form with that condition. And the hospital stamp must be stamped, very important. If not available or not in English, please attach a confirmation on the hospital letterhead from the signatory. Just make sure that you do that. List of evidence I have used. So that's what I was telling you. If you click that yellow box, then you need to provide, and then the further detail of those people apart from your supervisor, more than ST5 level, senior level people who have witnessed you or who have supervised you apart from your actual supervisor, then you need to provide a detail and you need to provide further evidence. So it's better to select a supervisor which have personally witnessed you for everything. So this is all about Crest Form. Now I open another Crest Form which I have filled it last year. You can clearly see that information. First of all, my name, application name. I worked in the hospital from this date to this date. Okay, the current hospital I have been working. Application declaration, I have read that. Application confirmation, so I did my signature. Very important thing, every page, at the end of every page there is a signature. Can you see that? Second page, signature, and verify consultant signature as well. Both my name, date of completion, and signature of the consultant. Can you see very clearly here? So people make a mistake when they are going to sign it, so they forget to get a signature on every page. They just get a signature at the end of the form, and this is one of the common mistake. So here you can see consultant signature, verifying consultant signature. So don't forget, every page you need to get a sign, and this is a fourth sign, and this is a hospital stamp, and this is what I was talking about. If you're an Irish Medical Council, my supervisor has this registration evidence with Irish Medical Council. I hope this video has helped you for the Crest Form filling and how you can access it. And if you go through all yourself with the detail, you will find out it's very simple, and but you need to read it very carefully. And common things you need to understand is it should be 2024, and it should be signed by the consultant supervisor who has worked 3 months continuously within last 3.5 years. And at the end of every page, it should be signed by the consultant as well. Thank you so much. I'll bring another video on the MSRA exam, actual MSRA exam, and how it looks like, and how you can prepare it. Best of luck. Do apply for this exam.